I am 90 years old. Sometimes you make mistakes, but experience tell you to be guarded against that type of people. Don't try to be somebody you're not.
What did you do differently that led you to become the Prime Minister?
Oh,
How old are you?
I am 90 years old, and in a month I will be 91.
What does it feel like to be 90 years old and almost 91?
You know, you have to take one day at a time. I feel normal. I get up in the morning, come to work, and enjoy life, and I don't think about my age.
I know a lot of people go through pressures in life in different stages, maybe your family, your career, your friends, whatever. How did you manage pressure?
For me, a problem is a problem. And when you have a problem, you have to find a solution. And in life, you have to make, hopefully, always the right decision. So I was calm. Apparently, when there was a crisis, I will never get excited. On the contrary, I will become calm, knowing I had to face a challenge. And I was very decisive. That was one quality that people mention of me. I could make up my mind. For me, I've been involved all my life with decisions to be made every day. You know, most of the prime minister hate question period. I loved it. For me to go to question period, I love it. It was a challenge. You know, I used to make the joke. You never know if you've done well. Most of the people turn to their staff to say, was it all right? I didn't have to do that. You know what I would do? When I would get up, I would just do that. If it was dry, I had done well. And if it was wet, it's because I had problems.
So if I'm faced with a big decision in life, whether that's my job, my career, my family, what would be your advice for me to be able to handle that appropriately?
Stay calm. Stay calm. Don't make a move on the spur of the moment. For me, I never make decision in front of a meeting of people. Because if you have 10 guys around the table, some are very eloquent. That doesn't mean that they are right. So put distance between the decision and the discussion. To have an hour or two of reflection, to forget about the presentation. Some are very good at presenting things. Some are shy and not very articulate, and they might be the one who are right. I was known not to make a decision after a discussion.
You've come across so many different people who want something from you, and they might be authentic, they might be BSing you. How do you judge whether somebody is worth giving your time and energy to? What makes a good person in that regard?
When you've been in public life like me, I shook more than 1 million hands in my life. If somebody is flattering you, you realize. Those who are authentic, you realize too. And it is observing people of all sort of personalities that you navigate. And sometimes you make mistakes, but experience tell you to be guarded against that type or the other type of people.
So people who are very flattering usually just...
Not too much, come on, I know, don't insist it,
Yeah.
You know when it's flattering. And, it's pleasant once in a while, but not all the time.
So you are known to make the Queen laugh a lot, and the Queen liked you a lot. You've been very good at getting people to like you, and I'm sure genuinely, of course. What would be your secrets or advice for someone who to present themselves in society and be accepted?
Yeah, don't try to be somebody else. Try to be yourself. Be natural. You have to have good manners. Watch the way you dress too. I still to the day, I never come to the office without a tie. I'm not comfortable having shoes like you when I go in public, and but
you don't wear sneakers.
But no, I don't say you're wrong.
Right.
I say I'm comfortable with that, and don't try to transform myself to be like the gang.
And you think most people tend to?
Take me as I am. You like it, fine. If you don't like it, there's nothing I can do about it.
What's your thought process to make a decision or not be afraid of what others think?
When you're comfortable with a decision, you make it. When I became Prime Minister, we were in a real fiscal mess. The big financial newspaper, one had written that Canada was a candidate for the third world status. The World Bank was looking at us to intervene. And I said to the cabinet, I might be Prime Minister only for one term, but I will fix the finance of the nation. And I did. But I knew that I could fail, and I might have been a Prime Minister for one term. But I had already been in public life for 30 years. So my ambition was to do the right thing.
In your opinion, what makes a great leader? What are the qualities that someone has?
To be honest, to be frank, to be knowledgeable, to be hardworking, and to do your best. You know, I did my best. At the end of the day, I will come home, I will say to myself, yeah, I've done my best.
For you, you're almost 91. What is a truth about life that you wish more people understood?
Your life is decided by life. So you have the destiny, and the assemble of your qualities will determine, or your defect, what kind of life you have. So you do your best all the time. You have something to do, you try to do it. If you do something, try to do it well. Have pride in the quality of your work. Sometimes you might not succeed. Sometimes it's terribly unfair. I've seen guys who should have had a much better life than they had. They were unlucky, and it's sad. But on the other hand, you have to be there when the luck passed. Don't be in the bar, when the luck passed. Be on the job, and you will have a chance to do well.
If you could go back in time to your 25-year-old self, knowing everything you know today about life, and you could give him one piece of advice, what would you say to him?
Work. Nothing is completely easy. And if you have something in mind, try it. But don't go and spend the rest of your life, I should have tried it. But it's easy for me. I was elected 12 times MP and never lost an election. I won 3 majority government. Was 30 years in the cabinet, 3 years the leader of the opposition. So I have a pretty good CV. So I cannot complain.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.